Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy, Alternative Voice, yet again, coming at you with yet another video. I have decided to do a video about an autistic person's view of neurotypicals, normies, whatever you want to call them. And a neurotypical, at least to me, is defined as a person with no psychological abnormalities, just completely normal. You see, I quite naturally have a lot of issues because there's a bunch of you and only a few of us. And when there are so few of us, believe it or not, autistic people often don't get along. I found I don't get along a lot with other autistic people. But that being said, I want to talk about my perception of neurotypicals. My perception of neurotypicals is these people are driven by their emotions, social norms, and things like that, rather than by logic or reason, like I am. I think about things, I analyze things in a very objective way. And now I have emotions, don't get me wrong. I can get emotional, but very rarely. I often feel emotionally disconnected from a lot of people, like things don't affect me the way other people they affect other people. And a big thing about it is that I have found a lot of things that neurotypicals say to be untrue, at least for me, because this world was built for neurotypicals. It was not built for me. And it's designed to accommodate the needs of neurotypicals, not autistic people or other people with other mental abnormalities. And as such, I have gotten some pretty crappy advice. Like, I've made several videos about how I've never had a girlfriend. You can check this out if you want to. And people were like, "Oh, you'll find a girlfriend someday," blah, 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 when I was looking into chemical castration and other drugs that they use to reduce the sex drive of sex offenders in the hopes that they will not reoffend. And I am not a sex offender, by the way. In fact, you would probably say I'm very unlikely to commit a sex crime because I'm more into porn than I am into sex. I went through a very hectic process to try and get laid. It was just as you might expect, failure after miserable failures, and the whole thing was just a total abortion. I dealt with a lot of things, and it was very painful effort to try and get laid. I'm pretty sure it would have been a pretty good comedy movie for everyone who's not me. And that being said, is when I finally got sex, I did not enjoy it all that much. And I was like, huh, that didn't feel any different than masturbation and required a hell of a lot more work and pain. So I'll just stick to pornography and not bother with real women. And so it's like another thing is that it took me a long time, but I eventually figured out that social isolation is very difficult for neurotypicals and can often lead to suicide. And I'm like, what? I'm just trying to comprehend like why that's so bad. I'm like, it's not so bad, but apparently to a lot of people it is. And but you know, I have noted that, as I said before, neurotypicals seem to be driven by emotion rather than reason, and they will often contradict themselves. They'll have come and take it bumper sticker for gun rights, obviously, and a thin blue line bumper sticker. And it's like, they just uh, really contradicted themselves because who they think is going to take their guns? The police. Of course it'll be the police. Who else would it be? Do they really think all these anti-gun activists are going to come and take their guns? And but this video is not about politics. It's about one autistic man's journey, i.e., me. And I have had my pitfalls in life. I've had a few friends, not very many, but a few. I have some friends in the real world, but most of them are online. In fact, my mentor is online. I've never met the guy personally, but I hope to one day. And that being said, is there are a lot of things going on, and it's just I often have trouble with relating to neurotypicals and understanding why they do what they do, because, well, I'm not one of them. It's just that simple. And sometimes all the predictions that neurotypicals made, it's like, I a lot of people a lot of people in my family were like, you better stop acting like that or somebody's going to knock you out and all that crap. Well, I've been beaten up pretty bad, but I don't view that as a good enough reason to change my behavior. Because I am much more pain tolerant and all that stuff than neurotypicals. And but another thing is that, like, as far as autistic people being portrayed in the media, the portrayal of autistic people in the media, I don't really mind it, even in a sitcom situation, as long as they're not a one-dimensional character. It's like, can they be something other than a stereotype? I mean, it's like, if you watch the show Atypical, it was a god-awful show and really fucking stupid. I initially had no interest in seeing the show, but I watched it and wasted a lot of time doing so. But I view like the show the movie Please Stand By is so much better because it showed autism with an autistic woman with perseverance, and yes, she had her shortcomings, but she was displayed as capable, even though she was in a group home, and she showed she won her independence, so to speak. And she didn't succeed in her goal, but in her overall goal. But as they said in No Brother Where Art Thou, they found a falchion. You will find a falchion, though it not be the falchion you seek. And I find my memory to be much superior to neurotypicals. And but my social skills are not, as is i.e. I have never had a girlfriend. And I have had multiple struggles throughout my life. And I have dealt with a lot of things differently, and I was told, again, so many things. It's like, some people were like, I'm like, seeing dead bodies doesn't faze me. And people were like, oh, it's just because you saw them in pictures, you didn't see them in real life, and all that shit. Well, I saw the pictures of dead bodies. I saw the pictures of dead bodies so many times, and so many deaths in video games and movies, that when I saw it in real life, I didn't really feel any different. I've seen dead bodies in real life, and it wasn't any different. I just really shit to deal with and a lot of things to overcome. And because whether I like it or not, I got to learn to live beside normal people. And will I ever be a normal person? No. I have, and I will probably be, well, less than popular my whole life. And, but there's still hope for me. And I haven't given up. And, but it's like dealing with neurotypicals and their emotions and the way they are is very tough because you're not programmed. I'm not programmed like them. I'm not wired like them. I don't think like them. I don't act like them. And as strange as I am to a lot of neurotypicals, they are just as strange to me, you know? And it's very frustrating because I definitely relate more to a Vulcan than I do to a human for all you Trekkies. Anyway, that's enough for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all.